the Yo with your boy Super Mario. Today we're going to be talking about this Ableton Live theme that I believe is the best out there, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead and butcher me in the comments. It's all good, you know what I'm saying? But I believe this theme is it hits on all cylinders when it comes to icons, fonts, the device parameters, the vibrant colors that pop out, all laid on a dark gray background and stuff like that. And I tried a lot of them out there. Don't get me wrong. There were some good ones out there. And some of them you have to squint. Some of them is a little bit too bright. But this one right here is the perfect palette of colors when it comes to your Ableton Live theme. So we're going to check it out here today on this channel, and we're gonna give a shout out to all the graphic designers out there that are designing these Ableton Live themes, and I appreciate you guys because you give us a palette of colors that we can change out our Ableton Live theme to get a vibe when we're creating, man. So shout out to all the graphic designers out there, man. Hey, before we get up in here, man, I just want to say thank you to everyone that check out this channel and stuff like that. Drop a comment, that view. Shout out to all of you guys, because that's motivation for this channel to keep on going and stuff like that, man. So you know how to work that YouTube app. Go ahead and hit a like on this video after you finish watching it, of course, and also subscribe to this channel when we upload new videos and also live stream here on this channel as well, man. Let's go ahead and get a taste of what we're about to experience with this particular Ableton Live theme right here, man. All right, so what we're gonna do is check out this particular live theme right here. Now the user, his name is Lost My Bass. I don't know who this guy is, where he came from. All I know, he's a graphic designer and he is fire with it when it comes down to this Ableton Live theme creation or whatnot, man. Now I'm gonna drop a link in the description where you can find this guy and his store. I believe the store is on Gumroad. I'm not experienced with Gumroad and what it does and how it works and everything like that. I just found the guy on DeviantArt website, and when I came across it, I was like, that's the thing right there. That's what I've been looking for right there. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, this particular theme, though, as you can see, this is the first screenshot that he has when you come on the website. And just right off the bat, I mean, if you're a blind person like I am, I wear glasses. I don't even have my glasses on, and everything just pops out to my poor vision, whatnot, man. And the first thing I want to talk about is the dark background. It's just the perfect blend between light and dark when it comes to a grayish look in Ableton Live. And the colors, I don't know what this main color is right here, you know what I'm saying, with this purple / blue blend, but it is so perfect, and it just fits with that gray color. That's the thing that really highlights out to me. And then all the other colors kind of mesh well with this dark gray background. Now I like the way everything looks when it comes down to your arrangement view and the clip colors, the device parameters and the colors that are associated with that, and with the text being white. It's just a perfect palette of colors. Now this is one screenshot. Here's another screenshot of the mixer window, and you can see how, again, the colors are really popping out with that blue / purple blend color that are on the parameters when it comes to adjusting percentages and also panning and other different parameters that you have. So this is a view of the mixer window right here. We have another view of the arrangement view and some more devices that he has up with the browser window open here on the left hand side. And again, you get an overview at the top of the screenshot right here. And we're going to go to another screenshot. And this one is showing you the waveform of audio. So if you're doing any type of warping or putting down warp marks with audio, you will see that, you know, the warp markers are this nice greenish color, and you can really see the difference, you know what I'm saying, between the audio background, the audio waveform that is in that that purplish bluish color, and then the green warp markers. I think is real well, and it's really well thought out in far as the color is concerned, because the default Ableton Live warp markers with the yellow That's a perfect color, but it kind of gets tiring over time, especially working at night. So this green is a real good accent to the warp markers and stuff like that. You'll see the arrangement view for us, the clip colors, and how the grid lines are just perfectly separated. They're not overly the lines are not overly dark for as that grayish background when it comes to your grid. So it's just a perfect blend and good separation between the clip and then the arrangement view grid and stuff like that. I just love this. I just love that color. I just love that color, man. I cannot get over it. Now, this is a view of your MIDI notes, so far as if you're doing any type of MIDI clip editing and stuff like that. You will see that when you're in focus mode or ghost, quote unquote, ghost mode, you will see the MIDI notes and how vibrant they are. The difference in the when you select the MIDI notes and stuff like that, and how they're highlighted. You will see the highlighted lines around those particular MIDI notes, and along with the velocity curves and dots down here at the bottom. Everything is just perfectly laid out. We're gonna check out another screenshot here, and this is more of the automation lane. So if you're a person that works a lot with automation lanes, you will see that again, that arrangement grid in the background and separation of what you're focusing on, far as the clip or the notes themselves. You can see that Ableton Ableton Live audio right here. You still retain the black waveform in the arrangement view, but there's good separation you can see there, and the MIDI notes as well. Right here, if you label a lot of your plugins or audio samples that you find in your browser, you can see the palette of colors and the separation. It's just the separation of depth and color that really gets me. And the last screenshot that we'll take a look at is right here, an overview of the arrangement view and the clips themselves. Again, you'll see an audio sample over here, and how that is black with the colors, and then the grid view. It's just perfect separation. And whatever you're working with far as recording on a particular track in the arrangement view, you'll see that it will be red, just to give you a good indication of what tracks are armed or what tracks you're recording on and stuff like that, man. Now, this particular theme is free. There's no cost for it. However, he does ask for a donation when you go into the checkout situation. So, you know what I'm saying, I already bought this back on the 10th version. So, you know what I'm saying, I gave my friendly donation to him. So shout out again to Lost My Bass, whoever you are. Now he gives you kind of like a rundown on what the theme actually does. It's a gorgeous theme made for Ableton Live 10 or better, or whatnot. And you can see how they call it the Discord Ableton Live theme, and it has that Discord color scheme to it. So if you live stream on Discord, or I don't know anything about Discord, I don't use it, but if you are a Discord user, you'll probably see like, oh, okay, the comparison. Okay. So he's got a screenshot of Ableton Live and then Discord itself, and how the color scheme is kind of almost identical. So this particular theme works very, very well on ultra wide monitors. I have a not an ultra wide monitor, but more of a curved 27-inch MSI Optics G32 series monitor, 165 hertz refresh rate. So it looks really, really good on this particular screen. So I could just imagine how it looks on a Mac with the Retina display. So if you have any type of screen that has a 120 hertz refresh rate or better, or a Retina screen on Mac, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna look so beautiful, because it looks beautiful on mine. And I'm not big into graphics or GUIs or anything like that far as screens is concerned, but I could just imagine if it looks good on mine, it looks good on yours. He does give you also official Discord fonts that you can use with this theme as well, and put it in your resource folder for Ableton Live program folder location is concerned or whatnot. It's been tested on different displays. He lets you know, and yeah, and it just goes to show that the detail that he puts for us, the vibrant color code in the devices right here, lets you know he put that work in. And I'm gonna tell you something else. He does update this pretty frequently or whatnot. So like I said, I grabbed this on the 10th version of Ableton Live. used it forever or whatnot. So when Ableton Live 11 came out last year in February, he updated it for the 11th version, far as the difference in what Ableton Live changed in their live program viewing aspect of things and whatnot. So he made changes to that. So he's a very active graphic designer that keeps up with this particular skin and or theme. So definitely, you know what I'm saying, if you get this, and give that brother a donation and stuff like that, because he deserves it, man. Now I already paid for it, already downloaded it and everything like that. So when you go and you donate and you're gonna go to download and you get your link to it and everything like that in the email, you will see right here that you have your different files that you can download. There's 4 files that you will need to download in order to effectively apply this into your Ableton Live. Excuse me. There's a ask file, there's a fonts folder, there's a fonts backup folder, and then there's also a rich text file that you can open up in order to read the instructions as well. And I'll walk you through that process because I have to install it on my system as well, man. And you can see since the 11th version, he has updated this throughout the year. First, the initial one in March of 11th, a month after Ableton Live came out. And then he updated it again in March, 2 times in July, and the latest one was in September. So he's very active, and you can go back and I guess download them if you want to, but I don't know why you would in that case, man, because you will want to get the latest and the greatest or whatnot. Now I'm gonna hop back and I want to explain something to you guys real quick. Okay, so if you have an older system, let's say for instance you're still on Ableton Live 9 or 10, he has older builds for this particular skin and theme. And if you haven't upgraded to 11 yet, but if you're on 11, you want to download for 11 version. Okay, the older builds, you can download that for your version as well, free of cost as well, man. So I just wanted to point that out. So make sure you know what version you're operating on in Ableton Live before you download particular version of these skins. And that's for any other skin as well. If you're going out there and you're downloading different skins, make sure you download the skin that works well with your particular version of Ableton Live. Okay. Now I already downloaded these files, so let's go over into File Explorer and check out the different files that you get. Okay, so these are the different files that you get. You get 2 zip files, an ASC file, and that rich text format file. I already extracted everything. So the Ableton fonts backup folder, you want to back that particular font folder up in something like Google Drive, iCloud account, or Dropbox or something like that. That way you don't lose it. I would say all your downloads back this up, because anytime you, let's say, want to buy another PC, or you switch over to Mac to PC or PC to Mac, you will have these files accessible to load up in your newly installed Ableton Live. So back up all of these files that you download from that particular account into Google Drive, iCloud, or Dropbox, whatever you use to back up your files. All right, so the Ableton fonts backup file folder is basically going to be all the fonts that you would need to copy or paste in your Ableton resource folder. Okay, so that's that folder there. These are the actual fonts. So it's just basically like 2 font folders that are exactly the same fonts that are in there. One is just for backup, because you're more than likely going to have to, you know what I'm saying, copy or paste or move these files into the resource folder that is labeled fonts. And we'll get to that here shortly. And then you get one ASC file. The ASC file is short for Ableton Skin. Okay. So they just shorten it up into a 3 letter file name, ASC. Okay. So anytime you see a .asc file, that is for a Ableton Skin file that you will need to put in your resource folder in Ableton Live. And we're about to hop over there here in a few minutes. We're going to check out this rich text format. We're going to open this up, Microsoft Word, and you can see here he gives you an installation guide. Now it's very straightforward. It's divided up for Mac users and also Windows users as well. Now you will need to go and find your program data file in your C drive. If you're not a computer head, I'm gonna show you how you can find that program data file here shortly, but you'll need to go to program data, navigate to your Ableton Live folder, and from there click on Live Suite folder, and then locate your resource folder. And for both the ask file and the fonts is going to be in the resource folder as well. That way you don't fumble around and accidentally move some stuff in your Ableton Live and you mess everything up. Okay, so he tells you how to get to the theme folder in the resource folder for Ableton Live, to copy and paste that ask folder in there, and also he gives you instructions on your font and how you get there as well. Now his instructions are a little bit off, but that's why I'm gonna do this this particular video so I can show you. All right, so that's the instructions right there. All right, and what we're gonna do is navigate over to Ableton Live. All right, now let me get back out of here. I'm gonna go to the C drive. All right, so if you're a Windows 10 users, I can't really speak for Windows 11 because I have an older system. So Windows 11, I can't help you guys. I'm sorry. But my Windows 10 guys, or you know what I'm saying, Windows below 10 or whatever the case may be, kind of be the same. What you need to do is in File Explorer, you need to find your tab that says View, and which will be right here at the top. Here it is, folks. So your View tab right here at the top, you're going to click on View. You see Share, Home, View. All right, click on View and you're going to navigate over to Show and Hide. Now you can show and hide items checkbox. So you see how like I can click on one of these folders and I see a checkbox. You can uncheck that and now you don't see a checkbox. I use this because I do a lot of file swapping and a lot of file moving when it comes to, you know, being a music producer, and you got to move files here and there, and an engineer, and, you know, you got to highlight all these files. You want to check off the specific files that you want. I want to check off items checked, file name extensions. So if I click on this, you know, let's say for this right here, I want to make sure that I can, you know, rename that extension if I need to. And the last one that's so important, you'll see something that disappeared. You've seen a few folders that disappeared. That is because Windows, I guess they don't want you to go into these particular folders that are important to your system. However, to get to Ableton, for some reason, they don't put their program files and folders into the document section, I guess, to protect the program itself. So you have to go to View at the top and go to Show and Hide, and then check off hidden items. Once you check off hidden items, you'll see a lot of different things pop down, and you'll see this folder called Program Data. Now, I would advise you to keep it like this because Program Data has a lot of hidden gems in there for all of your music applications when it comes to knowing where your presets go, knowing where, if you download an instrument and, you know, it's installing a sound content library, a lot of that information resides in Program Data. So that's a little nugget for you right there. Make sure you have File, Explore, View tab, hidden items checked off. Okay, we're going to go into Program Data because that's where the Ableton, everything about Ableton resides at. The whole Ableton Live folder resides in here. And you can see if I highlight my mouse cursor over here, it's saying 3.71 gigabytes worth of information. That's where everything is housed right here in this folder right here. We're going to click on Ableton folder. Once we click on there, you'll see something that says Live 11 Suite. We're going to click on that. The most important folder where we're talking about in this video is the resource folder, where a lot of things behind the scenes of Ableton Live resides at. Okay. Now we do have this thing where your core library is located. What's more important in here? Fonts, extensions, and stuff like that. Let's see, your MIDI remote scripts. So if you write custom made scripts, this is where they reside at. Your Max for Live application resides in here. Your templates, believe it or not, you have a template situation, different versions. There's a text script in there, but themes is where we're going to be at. So themes and fonts is where we're going to be focusing at. All right. So what we'll have to do is basically go back to the location where you download all of these files at. You want to click in fonts. And what I normally do is just copy everything. Once I have that copy, I just go back to that particular location where Ableton Live resources are, and I'm gonna go to the fonts folder, and I'm just gonna paste. I already have it in here, so I'm just gonna paste it anyway. Replace, boom. Now that's where all the fonts go at. All right. Same thing with go back to resources, and now I'm gonna go back to our location where we downloaded everything, and we're gonna just copy and paste this ASC file. Go back to the resources location. We're gonna click on themes, and this is where you know how when you're Ableton Live and you can switch the different themes and the look of Ableton Live. Well, this is where those particular files are located at. And you'll have the light, the mid light, which is the default skin for Ableton Live 11, mid dark, and Live 9, the old school Live 9 skin. All of those particular files reside in the resources and themes folder. So what we're going to do is just paste that particular skin in here. I already have it in here. So we're going to hit replace. Bam, there it is right there. And the reason why I had to go ahead and do this because I already upgraded to the new version of 11.1, which came out on February 2nd. So when I upgraded, for some reason, it just deleted the non-defaulted skin out of the new install. So anytime you install a new version of Ableton Live, this is what you're going to have to do every time. So we just basically copy and paste the Discord 11.5 skin into the resource/themes folder. All right. Now, once we have done that, we're going to go ahead and open up Ableton Live 11. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to that program file in this particular location, and we're going to open up an Ableton Live 11. And once it opens up, we'll go ahead and change the skin and see how it looks. All right, so here we are in Ableton Live, and what you will see is the default skin. Okay. All right, this is the default skin when you first download Ableton Live or you upgrade your Ableton Live from 10 to the newest version of Ableton 11, or from the older version of Ableton 11 to the new version of 11.1. This would be the default skin. Now, to get to where you can change the skin at, if you do not have any idea of how to do that, what you'll have to do is go up to the top left corner of Ableton Live. You'll see a menu window right here at the top, and you want to click on options. Okay. Now, once you click on options, what you will have to do is click on preference. All right. Once you click on preference, what you'll do is you'll go and locate the tab that says look and feel, which you'll already be on there, the first one. And this is where you can kind of change your language. You can zoom in on the display. So if you have a one of these high resolution screens, you can actually zoom in, and you can kind of like, you know what I'm saying, get your mixer window looking just right. So if you have to squint a lot of times just to see the text file, here you go right here. You can go ahead and adjust your zoom display. Well, we're going to keep that on default. All right. This is where it's at, where it says customization right here. All right. When you go to customization, you can now switch to go to the light ASC file or the theme. You can go to mid dark, which is another theme. This is one of my favorite ones right here, the mid dark. And then you can go to dark. So it's a little bit darker, but you'll notice that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of things you have to kind of squint just a little bit, or whatever the case may be. This is probably good when you have a lot of ambient light, you know, in your room or whatnot. And then you have the Live 9. This is a throwback skin from Ableton Live 9. And you can see that color scheme looks very familiar. And last but not least, you have the Discord 11.5 reads automatically. You don't have to worry about trying to do anything extra. Just go ahead, copy and paste that into that resource theme folder, and then open up Ableton Live, and it'll load right up. Click on Discord 11.5 skin, and here it is, folks. This is the skin right here, just like it looks in the screenshots that you saw. Or whatnot. Now, what we're going to do is go back to preferences, and we're going to adjust a couple of things as far as the brightness and the grid line intensity. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to brighten it up just a little bit. All right. And this is how I kind of gauge it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to brighten it up just a little bit for my eyesight. It may be different for you, but I'm going to put it, my favorite is about 135. Sometimes I go 140. Sometimes I do 150. just to brighten it up just a little bit. Okay. So I'm gonna keep it right here at 150. And my grid line, just make sure you have it on 200% because it's a darker background. You want to make sure that the grid lines are popping out. So I always keep mine at 200%. And that's normally it, man. So let's go ahead and load up a session just to see how it looks in our session. And we'll go ahead and end off this video. All right, cool deal. So we have basically have the session loaded up, and you can see that this is a true representation of what was given to us in the screenshots earlier on the website right here. This is our arrangement, or excuse me, our overview of our arrangement here, and you can see all the colors, my different MIDI clips for us, how I have it here, or whatnot. We can go ahead and hide the browser there, click on the MIDI clip, and you can see the MIDI clips there. And this is the new Ableton Live 11.1 version. So they moved a couple of things far as your clip view is concerned here. And when you highlight different notes, you can see how vibrant things are far as what you highlight there. Let's go to this audio example. And you can see right here, if we want to add a warp marker, boom, there it is right there. You can see how everything is, just lined up perfectly or whatnot. All right. And let's say, for instance, you go to the drum rack, you can see that, hey, your colors in the drum rack, they're basically like this. So very contrasty. You can see that waveform is purple, and you can see the sample rate dots far as, the little dots when you zoom in, as far as your transients is concerned, and according to the sample rate and everything like that. So this is basically what it is. If we was to hit play, whatnot, you'll see the green spectrum meter here and all of that good stuff right there. All right. And just it's just a beautiful site. You go to the mixer window, and let's hide that right there, and you can see the mixer window in full detail. All right. And if we was to go here, let's say we go to one of these instruments, and we go to this right here. Again, we got a waveform here. We got our audio situations here, and we got the drum rack. So that's basically it right there. In my opinion, the best skin out there for Ableton Live is this Discord theme from the graphic designer Lost My Bass and stuff like that. Make sure you go ahead and get that particular skin. I got a link in the description and everything like that, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in and checking out this video on my opinion of the best Ableton Live skin out there. Make sure you go ahead and hit a like, hit a subscribe on this particular channel for any video uploads and also live streams that we do. And I appreciate your time and your view as well, man. Until next time, this is your boy Supa Mario, and you've been in the yo with your boy, man. We out of here, man. Peace.